All right, let's talk about some things. Let's talk about relationship building, okay? Do I have a relationship with every one of you here? Yes, I do. I mean, not yet, but it's getting there. We had a nice conversation last week. From 2014 to 2019, the number of hours that people spend with friends per week dropped by 37%. Did you know that? Why do you think that occurred from 2014 to 2019? Same thing we talked about right at the beginning, cell phone use. In 2014, cell phone use passed the 50% mark in the United States. And I don't know what market it's in right now in 2023, but it's pretty high. And instead of people interacting with each other, what are they doing from that 6.5 hours down to 4 hours? Well, if you look at stats, 22% of millennials have no friends at all. Yeah. Number 2. Hi, Tricia. Hi, Courtney. A lot of Zoom use. That was so nice. We heard you. A lot of Zoom use. Podcasts. Number of coffee shops, not here, but over the country, is going down. You know, people would used to meet in coffee shops. How many people remember Seinfeld? Where was a lot of that interaction? Yeah, that's right. In the restaurant. And if not, you know, they were all getting together on the couch or whatever it was in Jerry's apartment. All of that's gone down. It's gotten to the point where there are a couple of congressmen who are proposing a committee on loneliness in order to be able to solve the loneliness problem in the United States, because the social problems with loneliness have come up tremendously as a result. You've seen it, you know what's happened with suicide rates and all sorts of things that have occurred with COVID, which essentially was a method of isolating people, and whether you believe that was the primary reason or not, that was the result. So, we're a great dental office. We are. But you know what we're also great at? Social interaction. People are thirsty for what we have from this kind of a relationship in addition to this kind of a relationship. And that's why so many people come to our office unreferred from advertising, but we referred from people in our office. Referred by staff. Staff referrals is a very, very high statistic. Not very, very high. I'd like it to go higher. And you know that if you have a patient that's coming in who you like, then chances are that person's friends will be people that you like as well. It's kind of neat. Kind of neat the way it works. So years ago, we put in the charitable giving campaign, which is called Solid Bite Gives Back. And what we did was to say, all right, the reason for that happening is that way back when I got my first CT scan and all that kind of stuff, well, the examination is this, the full mouth x-rays are this, the CT scan is this, and therefore, yeah, sure, you'll come in for the examination, which will be whatever it is, but then the FMX is this, and the CT scan is this, and all of a sudden people were spending $400 or $500 for an examination. And that restricted the number of people who were coming in. $500 just to hear what he has to say? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Can you use my x-rays? And some of you know the quality of some of the x-rays that we get. Although they're better now. Since digital, they're actually quite a bit better than they used to be. And so I said, oh, the heck with this. Let's do free examinations. What do you think happened when we got free examinations? Oh, we got a lot of people.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody, right. And you spend a lot of time doing nothing. So what I did was essentially say, all right, we're going to come up with a certain price, which is a price that will allow people to come in, part with a little bit of their money, but not this much money. And then it went to, and if you're referred, it'll be this much money, but it'll go to one of the 6 charities in our charitable giving campaign, and Solid Bite Gives Back. So right now, people are coming in here at $79. It's about to go up to $99. Okay. So they're coming in for $79 now. It'll be $99 next month. But if you donate to the charitable giving campaign, you come in for $50. And the money isn't coming to us, it's coming to one of the 6 charities in our charitable giving campaign. And the charitable giving campaign has donated, how much do we know? Is it 300,000? Over $300,000. That's fairly impressive, isn't it? It was $250 million left. Okay, so 300,000 or close to, yeah, whatever, those numbers is very impressive to the charities, and it's very impressive, frankly, to anybody you talk to. So the idea is that social interaction is what they want. We all take advantage of that in talking with our patients and making our patients comfortable, and while we don't want to get into their personal relationships too much, certainly they share things with you, particularly in hygiene, probably more than any place else. Any hygienist here today? Yes, Caroline is here. Than anything else. So it gives you the opportunity for a conversation, but more importantly, at least for us, speaking selfishly for a moment, the patients that we're seeing have friends, and they need a good dentist. You know, when I was doing it at the beginning, they needed a good periodontist as a subset, but they needed a good dentist. Now, for those of you who are watching on video, even if you're in a specialty practice, in a perio practice, there are people who need you for diagnosis. There are people who need you for better root preparation and control of their periodontal disease. And frankly, you can diagnose everything, and you can help that patient. So there's no reason why a patient can't come into your office and that patient then be referred to the best dentist that you know. So there are lots of reasons. So let's assume Mrs. Jones, who's going to Dr. Smith, refers a patient to you, then you're referring an additional patient to Dr. Smith when that person comes in to you for a primary care examination or for a periodontal examination. Okay, so that it can work in a referral practice and it can work in a primary care practice. But the idea is, do we have those cards, Danielle? Okay. So let's pass out those cards if we. Okay, so here are the Care to Share cards, and for those of you watching on video, I'll be sending out a Care to Share card to you, an example, so you can see it. But essentially, it is a referral card, and on one side it talks about, it has our picture. It says $50 to charity, and the other side it gives 10 reasons why it's a good idea to choose a dental specialist. Okay, all sorts of information. The idea is that we get into a conversation with our patients. When you're doing financial arrangements, you have the opportunity of talking with a patient. Financial arrangements, people are really, really excited. At that point, they're deciding whether they're going to have treatment, and if they do, they've really bought into the relationship, the experience, and the quality of our office. So they've done that. So it's a perfect time to ask to refer others. In hygiene, perfect time to refer others. We're sitting there for 45 minutes, and there's that opportunity to interact with the patient. But you know, there are other times when you're just working with a patient as an assistant, or you're seeing them at the front desk. Whatever it is, there's going to be opportunities. And the idea is to recognize those opportunities or to create those opportunities so you can get into a brief conversation with the patient in order to be able to gather more referrals. So let me put you on a spot, Danielle. So how about if I be the patient and you be Danielle?
I can do it.
Okay.
First of all, from a staff perspective, the way I look at these cards is nobody likes to ask for referrals. I don't like to get those text messages or those papers to say, hey, refer our office or rate our office, because to me, everybody does it now. They do it so much to where it's, I don't want to do it anymore. I look at it as being very cheesy and kind of like, oh, you know, I don't want to do this. So I rarely ever even do reviews anymore because it's overwhelming now. Everywhere we go, people are asking. So the way I do this well is I look at these as a coupon, a really, really good coupon. And when I'm asking patients for referrals, I'm thinking of the value that they're getting for this. Kind of like if you're in a line at Publix and you have one of those $5 off coupons that they give you, well, I think that's amazing, and I actually like run to Publix to use it because Publix is expensive. I love going to Publix, and so they give you those $5 coupons in the mail sometimes, and you really want to use them. So if you have two and you're in line and you can only use one, how exciting is it that the person behind you, hey, would you like to have a $5 coupon? It's kind of cool to give them something because you know they're going to say, oh wow, thanks, that's great. So I kind of think of it like that. You know that it's going to be $99 to come see us. So how cool is it to give somebody a coupon that you like, that they can invite someone to come to our office for $50. So I kind of look at it like that. So there's lots of times that we have an open door to ask for a referral, but you have to feel good and comfortable at doing it. So to me, if they are happy, this was a great examination, I've never had one like this, you guys are great, you guys are so happy, I love my work, this was so much fun, I love coming. Whenever you hear things like that, that's where I think these are valuable, not just every new patient examination in FA, not just every hygiene appointment. It's when someone is happy to be here that I can say, hey, if you know someone else that would like to come, your husband, your kids, your neighbors, we have these great coupons here. All they have to do is donate $50 to a charity, which is great because we can give to a charity, and then their examination is free with that donation. They light up when you say that. So you're giving them a coupon that they have to use. It's a really big discount to come here. So I look at it like that. So if you were to get a coupon for a really good masseuse, or like John Smith, someone who makes you feel really good, or any like cosmetic surgeon, $50 to go see him to get like evaluation, whatever you think would be good for you to get a coupon, I think of that because that person would love a coupon to come here because we are that high standard place that now they can come in for $50. So that's how I look at it when I see a patient. So you're coming to the office. Let's say it's a new patient examination because I do financials.
Okay.
So you're a patient and you had a great experience.
I had a great Danielle, I had a great experience. I've never been to a dental office like this.
Yes, we hear that a lot, and it makes us feel really good. And I know that you came here today on our special, which was $79.
Right.
So we actually have something better. If you know your husband or your kids, neighbors, coworkers, we have these coupons where they could come in and donate to a charity. And I am happy to say we've raised over $300,000 to all these local charities, which really need it. So with this coupon, you can have them come see us for $50 to a charity, and they're exactly what you had today would be free. Would you like one of these?
Sure.
I'll give you two. How's that?
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Thank you.
And they can have the same thing that you had today for just $50 to a charity.
Oh, I know a couple of friends will be able to pass
good.
this out to. That's great.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that's the idea. Now, it's very easy for us to tell you how to do it. But now, guess what you're going to do? We're going to twin up, and you're going to do it with each other. So twin up, okay? So twin up means find a partner. Everybody have a partner. Got a partner? Right now, Amy needs a partner, or Hyena needs a partner. Somebody needs a partner. So let's twin up. Doctors, twin up with one of your staff members, okay? And let's rehearse this. So the way we're going to do it is one person is going to pretend to be the patient, the other one will be the team member, and then I want the team member is the coach. I'm sorry, the one who's playing the patient is the coach. You want the team member to convince you, just like Danielle convinced me to take the card. And you'll get into a conversation with each other, and when you are convinced, as the one who's playing the patient, that your partner has done a great job, you say pass, and then you switch roles and do the same thing. You got it? All right, good. Start.
Daniel, I'm so excited to go smile, show my friends.
I absolutely love giving these results to all my patients. I'm so happy. I would like to know that my friends or something that can share this with. And as a result, they can come in for the exact same examination for
Awesome.
I've raised $300,000 over the last few years, and it's a win-win situation. You get to really get to come into this office, and you get to say you might get a little bit something for your referral.
Nice.
What do you think about that?
I love it. Do you have more than one?
I have 60.
Yes. Perfect.
Dr. Matt had a good idea, so Matthew, what you got?
So we get so many good Google reviews, and the doctors are always monitoring it. We get a notification when we get a Google review, and we usually write a quick thank you very much, whoever wrote it. I think taking it one step further, because it usually just ends at that, is Morgan gave me the best cleaning of my life, and blah, blah, blah. Morgan writes a quick handwritten note with a few care to share cards. Thank you for the fabulous 5-star Google review. You get a million Google reviews. Dr. Sheldon gave me the best exam ever. He's happy, he's friendly, he's personal, blah, blah, blah. Quick little letter with the care to share card from him. I think that'll help ramp up some referrals that way too. So
We have
keep
some
them
really
coming.
nice thank you cards that we can use. So when the doctors give me the review that it was from it was from Morgan or from Ashley or from Amy or whomever, then I'll give you guys that card to just write a quick thank you very much for the review, and then we'll include with them some of the care to share cards and say if they know anybody that would like to come in for this discounted fee, that they can too have that same experience. Awesome, good idea, Dr.
All right,
Grant.
good.
Thanks.
All right, so we can all do this. Everybody's watching me at home or in your offices. You can do this too, and you'll be able to bring in patients that you like, because you'll be giving these cards to patients who you like and like you. Okay, Laura.
Is there anything that the patient receives or the person that's referring receives for referring somebody else?
The answer, so the question is there anything the patient receives? And the answer is, we can make no promise that we're going to do anything. In other words, you can't pay a patient to send somebody in. And that's not legal in most states, certainly not legal in the state of Florida. But when that happens, we certainly can send a small gift to the patient to recognize that. What are some of the gifts? Are there gifts that we've had? Or we've had contests as well, Daniel? How have we worked that?
For the referrals, we can't advertise that we can give them something, but we can give them something. So usually Eleanor would send a Publix gift card or do the free cleaning to if they're a patient,
Okay.
or referring a patient.
Yeah.
I think she still does the Publix gift card.
Couple of Bubba's gift card, okay.
She does both, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't pay somebody. I mean, so you can't give them $500 in order to be able to refer a patient. That's not the idea. But you can certainly send a thank you gift and of a small amount in order to be able to recognize that. And by the way, those of you watching my video, check out the legalities in your state and talk with your attorney if there's a question as to what you can do and what you can't do. But a nice gift is certainly, the gift of appreciation is certainly always appreciated and always a nice thing to do. Okay? Great. Thank you.